Welcome back to another episode of Gear65. On this episode, we're taking a look at the Microsoft Touch Mouse. I've been trying very hard to think of a way to describe this, but the easiest way to describe this is that this is a copy. Well, okay, a copy is a very strong word, but this is basically Microsoft's version of the Magic Mouse. And the Mighty Mouse, or more the Magic Mouse actually. So it's essentially, this mouse is it's a wireless mouse, all right, and it's a single button, and it's an entire trackpad on the front here. So depending on what you can actually do multi-touch stuff on it, and so yeah, it's pretty much just like a Magic Mouse. It's That's what it is. It is a Magic Mouse by Microsoft, designed specifically for Windows 7. All right, and I'll go through a little bit of what are the interesting things you can do with it. But in terms of design, it's very nice. Unlike the Magic Mouse, which is very flat, this one is actually totally opposite. It's fat at the back, and so what that does is that it gives you a very nice, comfortable position for your hands when you put your hands on it. So that's kind of cool. That's something that I like about it, and it's kind of weighty as well. So some people like weighty mouses, some people don't. I guess maybe gamers might prefer weighty mouses, mice, not mouses, but that is the weight of it. And at the back, you will see it's actually powered by Bluetooth, so it allows you to use a lot more surfaces compared to a traditional optical one. But of course, it still has a little bit problem working on highly reflective surfaces, so it's still not perfect. All right, there is an on-off switch right here, which is great because some wireless mouse that claims to use sleep, they're not very good at sleeping, so a switch is always better. And it's powered by two AA batteries, okay, which is also a good thing. And it's got a little storage area for the USB dongle, which I'm just gonna pull out. It's a micro dongle, which is very good because then you can leave it on a computer and totally forget about it. Okay, and it goes right into the mouse right here, so you can just kind of push it, spring loaded, and just push it again to take it out. So that is the mouse itself. So you can see that the whole top part here kind of goes down. Just make sure move my mouse. Okay, so the whole mouse kind of goes down when you click on it. And that's how the design works. So let's take a look at what this mouse is capable of by taking a look at the computer screen here. Alright, so now let's take a look at what this mouse is actually capable of. So I got this one hooked up to this machine right here, and basically, you can just click like normal, right? Just, the two fingers there. If you want to right click, you actually lift up your left finger. So lift up your left finger and then click, so that's a right click. Some of you, if you're new to this, you might actually feel a little bit awkward with doing that, but the Magic Mouse as well as the Mighty Mouse, that's how it works. So I think there's nothing special about it. They just need to know that there's only one finger in order to do a right click. So it will take a little bit of getting used to, but that isn't really much of a problem. But the more cool stuff is that if you want to scroll, you just take one finger and then you just kind of scroll it. So you can see that it can actually scroll, and it's got a little bit of inertia as well if you do a little bit of throwing here and there. If you use two fingers and you pull your two fingers down like this, okay, that was a scroll. So let's try that again. Just use two fingers and just flick it down. It minimizes it. Down again, it minimizes it all the way to the bottom. You scroll up and then up again to maximize. So that's what two finger does. So of course it does get a little bit confused sometimes with the scroll, as you saw it. So, and another thing is that most of the time you will be used to using two fingers to scroll, because a lot of trackpads do that. Not just the Apple ones, but even some of the Windows machines actually do that as well. So yeah, that is one thing that you might take a while to get used to as well. And finally, if you're going to use three fingers, so I'm going to put my three fingers here and I pull it down, I'm going to bring to the desktop. And I'm going to pull it up. It will bring me to something that looks a little bit like Expose, so I can move my mouse and I can click on this and it will bring back the window. So it's a great way to do multitasking. Okay, but some other cool things that it can do specific to Windows, so it's designed completely for Windows 7. If I take my two fingers and slide to the left, it will snap to the left. I do that again, go back to normal, do that one more time, go to the right. So this one is actually kind of useful, and of course bring it up to maximize. So and then oops. So that is what you can actually do with this particular mouse itself in terms of touch. One more thing you can do is that you can do a back. So this one, I gotta show you my thumb. Not sure if you can see that. If I actually slide my thumb this way, it goes forward. If I go this way, it goes back. And I can actually leave my entire hands on the mouse itself, and it will still work. So which is kind of cool. So you just do that, and sliding it like this goes front, sliding it like this goes back. Yeah, so that's all of the touch sensitivity stuff that you can do with this particular mouse. So now let's talk about real world usage. Um, I actually have a little bit of discomfort clicking on this particular mouse. One of the reasons is because of this groove here. So everything that's above this particular groove is the entire button itself. So when you click, this that you see the whole plastic goes down. So usually when you have your thumb will actually be pressing on the groove itself. So that's going to be a problem. Two problems happen when you click. Because your thumb is there, it creates a little bit of resistance. So the clicking itself, it's not that comfortable because of your thumb is there. And secondly, when you're pressing in, this thing is actually squeezing against your thumb. So I mean, it doesn't do anything to your thumb, but it is a little bit uncomfortable. So because of that, clicking actually isn't that fun on this particular mouse. So that's my personal experience. But my recommendation is that you go down to the shop, put your hands on the mouse, click it, give it a spin, and see how comfortable you are with it. All right. So that was the Microsoft Touch Mouse, and if you like this video, just give us a thumbs up and click on the like button that you see on YouTube right there, and subscribe to our channel. That's youtube.com/65bits, and you can also check out our website at www.tech65.org for all of our other video content as well as audio content. We've got tons of tech content that you can find on that particular website. And until then, I'll see you guys really soon. Goodbye.